looks like I am live. Idiot of the day, Jeff here, commit don't quit. Where in the world am I? Anyways, we'll see what happens when we go live here. See if anybody picks this up hopefully today. Hopefully somebody picks this up today. We'll see what happens. We are live, and we are going to take a few minutes to get a few people here, so just wait and see. Hope everybody's having a good day, having a good weekend. I hope everybody had a good weekend is what I meant, but yeah, it's Monday, and where in the world am I? Let's see if anybody comes up with where we are today. Anyways, let's see if do we have anybody here. Let's see, am I live? I am still live. Okay, perfect. Let me just pop that open. Perfect. We got the live chat going. Hope you are having a good day. It's I cannot complain today. Can't complain. I'm just loading a few things, so I'm just going to be a couple minutes, but yes. Let's see where we are. Okay, perfect. That is loaded. Okay. Let's make sure this is working. That is working. Good stuff. Desmond Donders, Dave, how are you? It's good to see you. Great to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you very much. Much appreciated for you dropping in. I appreciate it, Dave. I appreciate it. Thomas, how are you? Guess where I am? Guess where I am? Looks like London. Yep. Since I last talked to you, Dave, I hopped on an airplane and I made it to London. I'm live streaming from the UK. So any people in the UK, guess where I am? Take a guess. Thomas, I'm in the UK. I thought you'd appreciate it. You know what? Outside here, you know, everything's grey. Oh gosh. Mini Cooper Troopers, nice to see you, Thomas. Good to see you, Dave. I hope everybody has had a good weekend. Hope you have had a good weekend. This was not as easy as I was expecting, but anyways, we have a different backdrop now. Not the kitchen anymore. Not in the kitchen. So we'll see how that works. Mini Cooper Trooper, I'm fine. How are you? Good. Can you hear me okay? I'm hoping this the sound is okay. Desmond's daughter's not sure where everyone else is. Notifications went out, laugh out loud. You know what? It is what it is, Dave. But yeah, the notifications, literally, when I go live now, it doesn't seem to send a notification out. So I'm hoping that you know what, some people get this, but I mean, we're 5 minutes in, and what are you gonna do? I can just try my best, and you know what? Every day is gonna be different. It's Monday, so we may have a couple people, we may have more. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know, unfortunately, and we'll see what happens. Mini Cooper Trooper looks a lot like London with the Big Ben behind you. You know, I think that's exactly where it is, Thomas. I've got two backdrops to do, this one and another one. I have the UK to go to now, and I have a tropical island to go to. So these are going to be my options for a bit. Live in the UK and live in like either Tahiti or the Caribbean. I'm not sure. That will come up later in the week, but we'll try different like backdrops and that to make sure everything works. The sound's okay. Good, Thomas. Good. Desmond's daughters, no, and it is not getting better. Still do not have parts for the motorhome. I'm sorry to hear that, Dave. I am sorry to hear that, my friend. Have they any idea when it's supposed to be resolved for you? Any idea when it's supposed to be resolved? Let's see. Lynn Studio, hi, how are you? It's good to see you. Mini Cooper Trooper says, I've got the notification. Good, Thomas, I'm glad. Nice to see y'all. Thanks, Lynn Studio. Suresh, Music and Blogs. Hey, Jeff, new background. It's nice, but I miss your kitchen. Oh, Suresh, we had to put something different. I just so didn't want the kitchen anymore. So we've set something up so you won't see the kitchen anymore. My wife is tired of the kitchen. So we have the UK now, and we will have a tropical island probably tomorrow. We'll see how that tropical island works out, but Yeah, we're gonna have some different. My wife just does not want the kitchen. She never did until we could get this to work. It is what it is. But yeah, we have a different backdrop. It's not animated or anything. It's just a picture. But at least you can't see the kitchen now. I can watch. My wife got a good laugh at this one. I walk off. Hey, and I can walk down. Anyways, sorry, my wife got a good joke from it, but good laugh from it. Oh, Desmond's Daughters just tweeted it out. Thanks a lot, Dave. I appreciate it. I guess I probably should have did that. I don't know why it... but, you know what? Some days I guess you're going to get some people here, and some days you're not. And it's Monday. I mean, what am I going to do? Just try my best, and that's it. My daughter's home. She finished her exams last week, and since they weren't able to do the rewrite on Thursday, the only day they could do a rewrite was today, Monday. So there's no school for any of the high schools. Only one school in all of London. Could they take retakes today? Could they start school today? Today was the only day they could do retakes, so they start tomorrow. So she had the day off. So she stayed overnight last night, and she'll go back to her mom's this evening after we pick Joe up. Michelle Verico, hi, I'm live streaming right now, just popping in to say hi. Michelle, thanks so much, I appreciate it, I do appreciate it. Walker fam, hi Walker fam, how are you? It's great to see everybody, thanks again for coming. Drew Food Reviews, hi Jeff, what's going on? Well, you know what, I'm somewhere in the world that nobody knows now. Since last night, I got on a plane and I visited I was going to say tropical location. As you can see, it's not tropical. You know what? All it is my wife was tired of seeing our kitchen and living room constantly. She says, let's try to liven it up. So we've made a different backdrop, and here we are. So we've got 2 different locations to go live to from now on. London, England, or the UK, I guess. And there's a good question. Why don't, you know what? Over here we'd say London, England. Everybody says the UK. I'm just curious. I'm not trying to be stupid about it, but I am curious. Anyways, we have the UK here, London, and then the second location. I think it's either Tahiti or the Caribbean, but we'll try to get that working later in the week. Let's see. Desmond's Daughters. No, the part arrived from Fiat today, but it's in the wrong. It is the wrong size. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I don't like when they do that. I remember when we had internet issues a couple months ago. They canceled the internet, and then they said, "Oh, we'll get you back up and running." They send us a new modem. They sent us the old modem that the service that had been canceled on would work with. So, anyways, but I understand that problem. It wasn't my vehicle, but I understand, Dave. Suresh, it's good to see you, my friend. Steve, believe you. Yes, Steve. As you can see, you know, I always didn't want it to be the kitchen in the living room, so we've made a different view now. The UK, and later in the week, Steve, it'll either be a Caribbean island or Tahiti or Fiji or something. It's a tropical island backdrop, and it looks nice, but for now we have this working. Suresh, you're getting a good laugh, aren't you? Drew's Food Reviews. Put in a maple tree or some bacon. Yeah, that would be that'd be kind of funny. Now as you can see, we're just you know, I'm just gonna go in to the phone service here. You know, wouldn't that be funny if it did work? But no such luck. Steve, leave driving. I'll be home in a few minutes. Okay, Steve, no worries, Steve. You take your time. We'll see you when you get home. Manda Lee, hi Jeff, hope you're well today. I'm great, Manda, it's nice to see you. Thanks very much for dropping in. Where in the world am I? I've, as of yesterday, I left Canada, and now I'm in London, England, or London, UK. I'm now arrived. Tomorrow I will be either in Tahiti, Fiji, or one of the Caribbean islands. Anyways, we literally are just trying to get a different backdrop, because the kitchen and living room, my wife is tired of everybody seeing that. She says, you know, if it's a mess one day, she doesn't want people seeing it. So she says, enough of that. Let's get something in the background so people don't have to see that. And otherwise, she didn't want to see it. So that's one of the main reasons. Mandalise says, hi Jeff, hope you're all well today. Good. I'm doing great. As you can see, we're just trying a different view today. That's all. And since the phone is right there, or there, I guess, we had to take the logo. Where is it? Up there? That's hard to do. I don't know how weather guys do it. So we moved it from over there to over here. That's not easy. I don't even know how you do that. But oh, Suresh, thanks a lot, buddy. It's something different. We're just trying to liven it up since we've got OBS, but using Streamlabs, Stream Elements just isn't. Or hope maybe down the road I'll be able to use it, but right now I can't get it to operate with the system. So we've set up a different way to do this, and we were able to get rid of the kitchen for the time being. But Supermom Go, hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Welcome. Thank you very much for coming. I appreciate it. Desmond's Daughters, I know you tried explaining it. It goes over my head every day. London is in England. Great Britain is Scotland. Wales and England. Okay. UK is Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I get it mixed up, Desmond's Daughters. I'll look at it one day and it'll try to go in. It's right now it goes in one ear and out the other. But I guess, you know, over here we just think everything over there. But just like, anyways, you know, it's a good explanation and it makes sense. I just, anyways, it is what it is. Sorry, Dave. I apologize. Amanda Lee, UK. Yeah, oh yeah. I'm right in the UK, as you can see. Oh, nice. Yeah, just trying to liven it up, Amanda. We, you know, from now on, we'll have different backdrops. When we go live, you'll see the kitchen again. But when we do the Jeff and JoJo show Sunday nights, this won't exist. All of this will be gone. You'll have the kitchen in the back of us again. But for now, you'll see London, and you'll also see like a tropical island. For the time being, we'll go back and forth every couple days. One will be the UK, or I guess, and then the next will be like a tropical island the next day. Suresh, come to India. Yes, Suresh, if I can get a backdrop for that, we would. There was a backdrop of the Earth coming down from like one of the NASA, not satellites, from the NASA space shuttle. I would love that, but the backdrop was humongous, so we'll have to see if we can get one of those. Mini Cooper Trooper Thomas, the UK is the best country. Well, you know what? This is as good as I could get for the time being, Thomas, but we'll... It's hard to explain, but this is what I can have right now. Drew's food review. Drew's food reviews. Quick, it is the idiot phone. The commissioner needs your assistance to the idiomobile. Wouldn't it be funny if I could open that? That would be perfect. If I could open that and go in, that would be perfect. Gemma's Journey. So, wow, Gemma. How do you like it? Since yesterday, I traveled from Canada. I'm now in the UK. At any point in the week, I can be in London, and other times of the week, I will be either in Tahiti, Fiji, or Caribbean island. So during the week, one day I'll be over in the UK, another day I'll be in one of the Caribbean or Pacific islands. But we're gonna switch it up. All it is my wife didn't like everybody having to look at the kitchen and living room all the time. So family room, I guess, whatever it's called. So made a different backdrop. So that's what it is, and we like it. I mean, she was quite happy when we were able to get this process like this. So as you can see, you see me, and you don't see that wonderful backdrop of the kitchen anymore. Oh gosh, Jim, I love your backdrop. Thanks, Jim. I appreciate it. And you know what? I love it too. When we saw it, we're like, oh my gosh. My wife says, it has to be this and it has to be the other one. So we're gonna go back and forth with that. So hopefully it doesn't. Hope you like it. It like I said, it's something different. That's all it is, and you don't have to see the kitchen anymore. That's all. It's great to have everybody. Willie, how are you? Mini Cooper Trooper Scotland's attached to the UK, but UK is better. Willie Parker, I had Philly sub and French fries with gravy and sweet tea. That sounds good, Willie. It sounds awesome. Steve Leaf says, welcome everybody. Thanks. Yes, Steve. Anybody new to the channel, if you do consider subscribing, there's a red subscribe button down here in the bottom right hand corner. If you hit that subscribe, there's a button, and if you hit the button from that, you'd hit the subscribe, and to that side there'd be a notification bell. If you hit it, tap it, or like it, that way you'll get notifications for when we go live and for videos. Sorry, that was my goofiness. I was just trying to be a little humorous there. Amanda Lee, hey Jeff, where in Canada are you? I'm in Ontario, Amanda. I'm London, Ontario, so I'm about 2 hours from Toronto, 2 hours from Detroit and about an hour and a half from Niagara Falls. So if you know where all that is, which I imagine you are, you do know. Amanda, I imagine you're out in BC. Is that correct? I think. I could be wrong, but I thought you were out in British Columbia. But yeah, we're in Ontario. Gemma, I love it. London's my favorite place to be. Well, then you'll like to be here then. Gemma, you know what? When we saw it, we're like, this is what it has to be. We want this, and we want the other location. You know, this was lively. The other was lively. It has the sun and everything. So we thought, what two better locations? So today it'll be the UK. Tomorrow it'll be in like a tropical island. So we'll just switch it up till we can get other backdrops. But for the time being, it's a little. How do I put it? This is what we could afford right now. So we've got these two different locations to set up each day. Steve, believe video of the day, Jeff. This is really awesome. I'm so glad you joined the OBS team. Steve, as you can see, you know, you don't have to look at our kitchen anymore. My wife, what happened? I think it was yesterday. I decided to go live with our GoPro. We did a live. I did about 30-minute live with the GoPro, and I thought it turned out awesome. I was so proud. I was so happy. It was so easy to do. Once I watched the Min Dad's tutorial and did it, and once you figure it out, it's less than 2 or 3 minutes. You can go live. It's fantastic. I loved it. I thought the fantastic footage. The only thing is, it's quite linear looking, and it shows everything. The living room, the kitchen. Now, usually you see the kitchen, right? But unfortunately, you wouldn't see the living room completely. Well, I decided to go for a tour. The only thing is, you know, the kids had left their blankets and stuff. You know, they're kids and not teenagers and 11 years old. So they left their stuff around, and, well, my wife had a fit when she saw all the stuff laying around. She says, they got to see our mess all over the living room. I said, well, that's just reality. And, you know, imagine everything's not perfect in life, and next time, you know, I get it cleaned up. I just forgot to when I went in the living room. So anyways, she says immediately we have to get rid of it. So that's what happened. That's why we're to this now. Mini Cooper, the background's the best. Thomas, I'm glad you like it. I'm happy that we're able to do it, but we're going to try our best with it. Suresh, guys, let's love for Jeff any of the day. Thanks, Suresh, I appreciate it. Hey, Adrian, how are you? True North Angler. Hi, Jeff, I'm at work, but came to say hi. Thanks, Adrian, I appreciate it. We're not in the kitchen anymore. Well, we are, but different backdrop just to make it different look. My wife didn't want everybody to look into the kitchen all the time, Adrian. Desmond Saunders, perhaps I should do a video to explain the different countries and unions over here. Sounds to me as though they did not teach it in English schools correctly. Well, as far as we were concerned, Dave, we thought UK was everything. We thought it was like Ireland. Well, we call it here. We call it England, and then Scotland and Wales, and that's what we would call UK. We thought the UK was all of those countries. At least I did. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. But gosh, Willie Parker, when you gonna have an American background? Well, Willie, maybe let's put it this way: I have to invest to get the Willie. I have to invest money every time I have a different backdrop. This isn't. It's hard to explain, but I have to. I can only afford this right now, so that's why we have what we do. But we'll get a different background eventually, Willie. True North Angler, warm day today, Jeff. Feels like spring in Ontario. It does, Adrian, doesn't it? It's gorgeous. Most of the snow is melted now, and you know what? I couldn't ask for a really, truthfully, a better weekend. Really, it's been beautiful. It has. Mandalay, okay, you're close to some of my friends. I'm in BC, laugh a lot. Yes, Jeff. Okay, that's what I thought, Amanda. I remember talking to you a long time ago, and I was sure you said BC, but I mean, I could be wrong sometimes. Gemma's Journey Grace, Idiot of the Day. I'm hoping to go to London again soon. I'll vlog when I go. That's awesome, Gemma. I'll look forward to it. You know what? If I could have different backdrops every day, I would. But it's like hard to explain how to. But this is what we have, and I'm quite happy with that. I love it. My wife absolutely loved it, and you know. So if some people don't, I'm sorry. We just didn't want our kitchen anymore. My wife was tired of the kitchen showing up all the time. But let's see here. Steve, yeah. No, I realized I had no problem, but my wife, when I did the GoPro video yesterday, that was the straw that broke I guess the camel's back, Steve. My wife had a fit. Joe did not like it, and she went right off her rocker when she saw the mess in the living room. Yeah, I mean, you know what? The kids leave their toys around, or maybe not my teenage daughter, but they left things around. It was a little bit messy, and anyway, she had a fit with it. So she says this stops immediately. So that's what happened. Oh, it is beautiful here, Adrian. It certainly is a beautiful day here. It certainly is. Walker fam saying hi to everybody. Walker fam, thank you so much for coming. Everybody, thank you so much for coming. If there's somebody that you don't know, or if there's somebody new in the chat, if you don't know them, check out one of their videos, check their channel out, and drop a message so that way they know you were there and they can check you out as well. It's a great way to grow as community and channels and stuff. It's a great way to get to meet somebody else, and you know what? Maybe it's something that you didn't even know that you were interested or even had an idea about. So it's a great way to grow with each other. Oh yes, Desmond Saunders. No, I know Southern Ireland is not. I know that portion, Dave. I do know. I know there's no, I guess, love loss, north and south, but that I do. I know Northern Ireland stuff. That's where my grandparents are from. That part I know, Desmond Saunders, but that part I do know. Raphael Scrapper, Steve Believe, hello, and yum yum yum. How are you, Raphael Scrapper? It's good to see you. Mini Cooper Trooper Tom says, I haven't been to London in ages. The last time I remember was in 2015. I need to start going, maybe summer school holidays. That'd be awesome, Thomas. It would be. Syntax AL or Syntax L. Hello, Idiot of the Day. I am new. Just came across your stream. What's your stream about? Syntax L? Well, as you can see, I'm just talking to everybody as they come in. Welcome everybody, and it's great to have you here. It's not a specific channel. I don't talk about like travel. I don't talk about I talk a little bit about everything as everybody comes in. It's like a coffee chat. You meet new people. You meet people every day that you might talk to, and you know, we talk about what's new, what's going on in our life with our channels and stuff. So hopefully you like it. If you do, that's awesome. If you don't, I'm sorry, but that's what our channel is about. It's just a little this, a little bit of that, kind of like just friends sitting around talking, or coffee talk, I guess. I don't know. Dems World, how are you? It's good to see you. But it is what it is. Desmond Saunders, Northern Ireland is part of the UK. I'll do the video. Okay, Dave, sounds good. Raphael Scrapper, how are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. High Velocity Savage, hi. How are you, brother? It's good to see you. Thank you very much. Oh, we left Canada and we're in the UK now, or we're in London. Anyways, we're here. We're in my kitchen. It's just a different backdrop. My wife was tired of us doing it in the kitchen and living room, seeing everything, so we had to come up with something different. So part of the week will be in London, and the other part of and actually we're in London, Canada, but it'll be London overseas, and the other part of the week will be, I don't know if it's Fiji, Tahiti, or the Caribbean, but a tropical island will be half and half. Nomadic Bike, hey Bill, how are you, Nomadic Bike? It's good to see you. We've got rid of the kitchen. I made a joke, Nomadic Bike, at the beginning. You know what? Yesterday I was in London, Canada. Now I'm in London, UK. Just joking, but my wife was tired of us having everybody see the kitchen and living room. So she didn't make me do this, but she said immediately that had to change. So that's why we have the London backdrop, and we'll have like a tropical island some of the other days. It's good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. She is a great cook, and she doesn't want us to see what's in the kitchen. Raphael, exactly. No, she's just, I think she had her boiling point, and that was it yesterday. I can talk because she's not in the chat. Nothing bad against her, but she was just tired of it, and she says it stops immediately, otherwise this stops. So anyways, I either had to stop or I had to change it. So that's why you see what you're seeing. Skylock Berto. Berto, how are you doing, buddy? It's good to see you. Thames World. If I disappear, it's because my phone may die. Oh, no worry. Thames World, you take off if you need to. It's your phone. You need to charge it. You do whatever you need to. But Thames World, thanks again for dropping in. I appreciate it. So if you're here for a while, great. If you have to drop off, no worries. You don't even have to bother letting us know. You just drop off if you need to. Anyways, thanks again, Thames World. Thanks, everybody, for coming. Nomadic Bike, it's great to see you, buddy. Steve Believe, welcome, everybody. Thanks, Steve. Much appreciated. Muscle Car Appraisal, great place to chat. Hey, Muscle Car Appraisal, guess what? We left as of last night. My wife had it up to here, and she said, that's it, you're out of here. She said, get out of here, leave Canada, and go wherever you want. So anyways, what happened was I did a video yesterday on the camera, and it showed everything in our living room. It was a little bit messy. She had a fit with me. She says it changes immediately or else this ends. So I had to get a different backdrop. So we're in London, UK, I guess, the London. And tomorrow we might be on a tropical island. It just has to look different. We're literally in the kitchen, but we have a bit different backdrop, just because she was tired of it. She says no more. Syntax Al, cool. Have a nice chat and a gaming channel. Okay, Syntax Al, thanks so much. Yeah, no, you know, some people like it, some people don't. That's okay. But it's just like a live chat, and we sit around talking every day. That's all. But it's great to have you, and welcome. You're more than welcome here any day, my friend. But thank you very much for coming, Syntax Al. Much appreciated. I really appreciate it. Let's see here. Let's see. Muscle car appraisal. Great. Yeah, no. My wife didn't really get upset, but she just said she'd had enough. She didn't want the kitchen shown anymore, so we had to do what we had to do. Let's see. And Min Cooper says, I'm fine, bro. Thanks. Good, 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 good. No, Steve, not using the GoPro. I may do a GoPro video once in a while. It drained the battery after going on for 40 minutes. I'd only had 80%. I'm down to, I think, 20%, so I have to charge it. That's the only thing about the GoPros. They run through their battery, and then an hour's use, and it's drained. It goes to zero pretty much. So we're going to have to buy like a battery pack or something for it. But, yeah, we'll use it again, Steve. We will use it again. Yes, muscle car appraisal. Take us somewhere warm, please. We will. It'll. The backdrop is a picture of a tropical island outside. Like if you're staying in a tropical island, it's got like tiki huts and stuff like that. I just don't know. I don't know if the location is Fiji, Tahiti, or the Caribbean. I don't know, but it's beautiful. It's got a nice sunny backdrop, and that. It's. I mean, I like this, and hopefully everybody likes the other one. But tomorrow, if we can get that all ironed out, we'll have that tomorrow, and then we'll have this the next day. Every other day we'll go back and forth between London and Tropical Island for the time being. Mentally, I'm still here, Jeff, just working on my PC and listening. Man, no worries. You know what? It's great. Like I said to everybody, it's great to have people here. But you know what? If you stay, that's awesome. If you drop out, that's fine. I always say nobody ever has to explain, you know what, I'm leaving. You know what? You got to go. It's your time. You take off. But I want to thank, and I don't want, it's not that I'm saying go, but I understand everybody's got things going on, but it's great to have people drop in. It really is. It really is. Let's see here. G Money Strong Outdoors. Hey, G Money Strong Outdoors. Good to see you. Not in my, well, I am in my kitchen, but my wife said no more kitchen and living room. She said she'd had enough as of yesterday. The picture had to change, so we have London, England, I guess, if I'm saying it correctly, in the background, and tomorrow we'll have a tropical island setting. We're just going to switch it up every other day. She says no more kitchen. It has to be one or the other for the time being, so... The only days it will be the kitchen are on Sundays when we do the Jeff and JoJo show when she's with me. Just because the two of us are sitting in the picture and we can't have the chat. So if I take the chat out, you'll see the rest of the kitchen, and also you won't see her with the chat there. So everything will go. It'll just be the kitchen again on Sunday nights. Mini Cooper Trooper Thomas says, today after school I've been swimming. That's a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Oh, great, Thomas. I'm glad for you. That's right. It's about 7:30 over there, isn't it? I hope you had a good day, my friend. I hope you had a good day. Drew Food Reviews has see who wears the pants in the family. No wonder you were wearing the wedding dress that one day, Jeff. Yeah, Drew Food Reviews. No, I'll do anything for her. But she, you know, she's put up with me doing this for the last 5 months or 4 months, I guess, doing the lives in the kitchen. So I couldn't, you know, I had to let her know. I'll do whatever she says, and that's all. Thames World, yeah, the backdrop looks very nice. I like it. Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad. Like I said, it is just a different backdrop, but yeah, just something different. Raphael Scrapper, all cool. All up to you, sir. You choose your background. Yes, Raphael. Yeah, it's you know, same person, just a different, just no more kitchen. That's all. I mean, I can't fly out and catch something. I hit the wall there, but. Syntax Era, I will be here for a while, and how do you get the backdrop? Is it a green screen effect? Well, ancient KFC secret, long story short, something somebody set up for me. That's exactly, Syntax L, exactly, something somebody set up for me. How does that sound? But yes, it's definitely not, it's something that's been set up to get this effect, that's all. But anyways, it is what it is, and yeah, no, it's just a different drop and that in the background, and I can't use Stream Elements for it. I would like to, but I can't use that effect. This is just a different effect, that's all. G Money Strong Outdoors. I had the same problems with the GoPro. Yes, I love it, and it's great, but it's only got about an hour battery life. Mindad that was on last night talking to me, he said to get a GoPro battery backup or something, I think it is. I think he says if you get that, it'll last for a day and a half. You won't have to keep charging it. I thought that's something I'm going to look on Amazon for. But he says, yeah, the battery backup's the best way, because I was thinking I'd just get a couple different batteries and stuff like that. Battery replacement batteries, like you can get them like for $30 or $40 for 2 or 3 of them. But he says don't go that route, get the battery backup, and that charges it, and then you're good for a day and a half. So I might look at that on Amazon. Steve Believe, oh, such a shame, I should get one. They're awesome. Oh, Steve, they're good. It's just the battery life, they haven't, it's just a short battery life. I could never do like an hour, more than an hour on a live stream. I did about 30 minutes yesterday, and it works great that way. But if you go over an hour with it, that's the battery done. So only a life of an hour for it, Steve, unfortunately. But it's good if you're going to make videos, because I mean, you're not going to go out there for an hour and just like stream. You're going to be taking shots here, shots there. So as long as you can put them all together, because in really a lot of times videos are like what, 6, 7, 8 minutes. So not so bad. Syntax Al, how often do you stream any of the day? Syntax Al, Monday to Friday. I stream every day, Monday to Friday. Since September, I've been streaming Monday to Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on the weekends, we go on live with my wife. We have a show. My wife doesn't do this at all, except on Sunday nights. She likes to get on, talk to people. So we have a show called the Jeff and JoJo Show. Just some fun, sitting around like this, talking to everybody. But you get my wife with me, which to me is the best part. I love to have her on with me every day, but she's at work, so there's no possible way. Sometimes she does drop into the chat, not as much anymore. Long story short, it's not quite an option for her at work anymore, so she can only get in usually on her breaks and stuff if she can. Temps World, I'm outside in jeans and a t-shirt today. I can't believe it. Yeah, I can't believe it today either. It's so beautiful. Like all the snow we had is pretty much gone. Skylark Berta says, good, enjoying 50-degree weather here after minus 50 wind chill last week. Crazy Chicago. And how are you today? Good, Berta. It's crazy, isn't it? That's what my wife and I were saying. Like, it's in the pluses now. It's almost plus 10 or something. We said it's gone up like 45 degrees, 45 degrees in like, what, 4 or 5 days. We were like minus 35. Now it's plus 10 almost. It's crazy. Crazy. And, oh, I guess I told you what it was like, Willie. That's it. Thames World, and with a new backdrop, you can leave a dirty dish on the counter. Yeah, exactly. Everything, all the dishes are right behind. No, I'm just kidding. But you're right. Everything can be left behind. But I usually get things done before my wife gets home, anyways. Big Keg, g'day, Drongos and idiots. Keg, it's good to see you. Good morning, all. Keg, as you can see, yesterday my wife had it with me. She said I had to leave London, Canada, and I came to London, England. Anyways, no. Yesterday I did a video and it showed the living room, Keg, and when I did that, you know, kids are kids, right? They leave their it's been cold the last couple days, so they had blankets and they were on the couch with them. They left in places, dishes, things weren't cleaned up in the living room. When my wife saw that I did when I walked through the living room with the camera, Joe just went right through the roof, Keg, and at that point she says, no more showing the kitchen, living room, no more of the house anymore. If that doesn't stop, this whole YouTube channel stops. So she said you have to think of a way quickly to get rid of it. And so needless to say, we have a backdrop. We're still in the kitchen, but we have a different backdrop now, so you don't have to look at that. So one day it'll be London, the next day it'll be a tropical island. So from day to day we'll switch. I only have 2 different backdrops to use, so this is what you're going to see for the time being, because Joe had it up to here when that happened. Skills, is that a green screen I see? Bob, it's London. Joe kicked me out, and I had to travel to London, England as of overnight. I just arrived. You know, I'm sitting in my shirt. You don't see anything moving in the backdrop, but yes, it's a different backdrop. Not a green screen, Bob, but it's we've got 2 to look at. We've got London, England, and we have Tropic Island that I go back and forth, but it livens it up. You don't see the kitchen. Gil Skills Bob, I did a GoPro live yesterday, and when I did, it showed everything in the living room and that, and you know, the kids make a mess. She went right off her rocker when she saw that, so she told me no more kitchen and living room views anymore, except on Sundays. Mr. Wise, how you doing? So this is why we had to make this up, but it just lives it up, gives it a different view, that's all. Diana SFNG, hey Jeff and everybody, I'm late. No, you know, as my wife always says, you're never late. It doesn't matter if you're here at the beginning, middle, or the end. It's always the perfect time. Always the perfect time. It's great to see everybody. This is just a different look. That's all it is. I didn't know what to call it, so I said, where in the world am I, or something. That's all. Oh, Nomadic Bike, who made your logo? Yeah, I like it too, Bill. I really like it too, Nomadic Bike. Joe did. She just wanted to live it up. I think it was in the middle of November. Just something different. The other one was when we first started. There was nothing wrong with it. It was just done on Windows, and it's totally fine. But she just wanted to live it up. So she just, you know, you can see a round face and bald with glasses. So it's Goofy Me. That's all it is. And it just kind of pops out. That's all. There's nothing special, but we like it in that. So that's all. Raphael, never see whiskey in a can. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Oh, and there I speak of the young lady, and there she is. Not your average Joe. Hello, everybody. Good to see you, Joe. Everybody's just asking. I said, you know what? I said you'd had it up to here with me yesterday and said that the kitchen and living room had to disappear. So now we're in London, and tomorrow a tropical island. Oh, Big Keg, tell the purchase you're ready for your bunk bed. Okay, you've got it, buddy. You've got that right. Gosh, yes. Yes, Razzle-Rama Videos. Hey, how are you, buddy? Razzle, it's nice to see you. Desmond Thunders, you finished that doghouse, Big Keg? Yeah, I think Keg may not need it, Dave, but this one may need it. No. Actually, Joe was quite happy that we were able to liven it up by this. So, literally, I took the logo up here and moved it from over there to over here. It didn't work over there anymore in the picture, so that's why we switched it. Yeah, and Syntax L, not your average JoJo. That's my wife. She's at work. And like I said, she's not always here, but she's able to come right at this moment. Let's see, Big Kick says, Dave, Marie was building it. Yes. Oh, gosh. I think Marie and Martin are busy right now. I think they've had some family. I think, I don't know if Marie's brother and kids or child was there. I know that they were having people over for like a couple weeks, so that's what was happening. Raphael Scrapper, I was telling you guys, Jeff will get famous soon, and he has his own jet. Just fly around and make streams laugh out loud happy. Oh yeah, Raphael, that's exactly what I'm doing. Just streaming, as Bob would say, streaming. I'm not streaming a pee right now, but anyways, no, literally, you know, just having some fun. That's all it is, and just wanted to try it. I changed. That's all. Nick Cooper, I love your logo, Jeff. Yeah, no, Thomas, we do too. It's just a change, and it's all because of Joe. That's the reason for the logo change and stuff. Not your average JoJo. Thank you all for the great feedback on the backdrop and the logo. Yes, Joe, they seem, you know what, they seem to, everybody seems to like it, or at least says they do. I don't know, but I said, Joe, that you didn't want to see the kitchen and living room anymore, so immediately, as of last night, we're able to get rid of that for the time being. I said on Sunday nights we'll always have that, but the rest of the week we will show something different. Yeah. Worm's Eye View, hey Pippa, how are you? It's good to see you. As you can see, we changed it up, but Joe had enough of the kitchen and living room. She told me last night it was that or the end of the channel, but no, just teasing. But literally, we changed it up. We've got London, as you can see in the backdrop, and tomorrow you'll see a tropical island. So we'll switch back between London and a tropical island every other day. It just gets rid of the kitchen, man. Anyways, I'll leave it at that. How's that sound? It's good to see you. Nice to see you. But Pippa, you know what? You were doing a great job with that chocolate cake and that. It did look delicious. I love me a chocolate cake, so it looked really great. Oh gosh. Let's see. Yeah, JoJo, Bill, Nomadic Bike. JoJo is a lifesaver, buddy. She is a lifesaver. Yep. Great fun. Yes, skills. Definitely, I'm just happy to change it up a bit. Willie Parker says, it is 63 today in my town in North Carolina. Oh, that sounds great, Willie. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I think whatever the temperature was, it was +6, so Celsius, so whatever +6 is in Fahrenheit, For the life of me, I can't think of what it is right now, but it's warm. It's a lot warmer than it was. See here, Mini Cooper. Okay, no worries, Thomas. It's almost 8 o'clock there, anyways. Mini Cooper, Trooper Thomas, you have a great night. And thanks again, buddy, for coming. Okay, you have a good night, Thomas. Syntax Al, Syntax Al, thank you so much. Like I said, I wish I could tell you it was a specific topic we talked about each day, but it's not. Just a bunch of people sitting around talking and. Let me know when the sound comes back. Just let me know. As you know, when it goes out, it just takes a few minutes for it to come back. It should come back in a second or so. Let me see. Just let me know when it comes back, please. I'm so sorry. Oh gosh. Just let me know when it comes back again, everybody. Sound is back. Gone again, gone again, gone again. Sound is back. Idiot of the day. But sound is gone. Sound again. No sound, no sound, no sound, no sound. Let me know when it comes back, everybody. Let me know, let me know, let me know, let me know. It should be back momentarily. Let me know when it's back, everybody. Back now. Okay, thanks, Dave. As you can see, literally, it went out, came back, and then went out again. So, you know, it's I don't think it's YouTube. I don't know what it is, but I just keep trying. That's all. Yes, the cake should sound. No, not sound. The cake should be good. Pip, cake should be good. Country Cycle Cam. Hey, yes, no sound. I'm sorry about that, but it looks like hopefully it's back now. Aussie68 Mia says this is just a quick morning. Trainer will be here in 5 minutes. Okay, no worries, Mia. No worries. Back again. Okay, Mrs. Green Thumb. Hello, much better. I couldn't hear you. No, Mrs. Green Thumb. It looked like the audio dropped out. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. We're working again. I hope. No sound is good. Yes. Oh gosh. Yes, I know a few sign languages, Dave. It might not be appropriate, but I know a few. Oh gosh. Backdrop looks like the square in London, UK. Yes, it is. Me and literally tomorrow it should be a tropical island. Raphael Scrapper, laugh aloud. Don't try to be rude, but Jeff looks funny in soundless mode. Laugh aloud. I know it sounds rude, but I don't mean it. Should be funny. I can hear you again. Thanks, Raphael. I know you didn't. I know you're teasing. That's hilarious. Razzle Rama, how you doing, Razzle? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Let's see here. It might be the mic. I don't know, Steve. I really don't know. I don't know why it's... I don't know. It's weird how it works, and then I don't know what to say. The only thing I guess I could... I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll have to try a few things, Steve. Let's see. Big Cake says 22 degrees Celsius here at 6:45. Yikes, Cake. That is... It sounds like it's going to be a warm one. Sounds like it's going to be a warm one. Diana SFNG says I'm back with coffee. It seems I didn't miss much. No, Diana, you missed me go out about twice here with the audio, but it came back, thank goodness. But yeah, loose wire, Jeff. Diana, I don't know, but we have running at least for now. I don't know. I wish maybe I'll have to double check with a few things, but I did get it in at Christmas, so I'll have to check to see. My brother gave it to me at Christmas, so I don't know if I can contact them or what. I'll have to check with the company. I'll have to check. Willie Parker body slam that like button. Thanks, Willie. I appreciate it. Thank you. So how's everybody's Monday? I mean, gosh, we're almost 50 minutes in here. It's flown by really quick today. Really quick. I don't know how quick it's gone. What do we have? Oh yes, stop it, Keg. Yeah, no, it's you know what? Actually, Dave, I don't know what it is in the UK, but it's 6 degrees, 6 or 7 degrees right now. So that's actually pretty warm for this time of year here. Not as nice as in Australia, but it is nice compared to what it had been. Aussie 1968 says 24 here. It's lovely and cool for now. Raphael Scrapper says Big Keg. That's summertime temp for me. Yes, Raphael. You know what? We hit in the high 30s in the summer, but yeah, that actually 24 would be beautiful right now. Worm's Eye View says that's strange syntax. We were showing everybody the finished cake and no, instead commenting. It was very odd. I said goodbye and just checked the video, and it does just end. Maybe sorry. I guess I shouldn't have read that. That was somebody else talking, so sorry about that. Nomadic Bike says have an awesome day, y'all. Gotta run errands. No worries, Nomadic Bike. Thanks, Bill. You have a good one. Ozzy68 Mia says oops, gotta have a wonderful day, everybody. Yes, Mia, take care. Pizza and Pepsi. Oh my gosh, pizza and Pepsi, Bob. Pizza and Pepsi. Oh my gox. Mickey, how you doing? Mickey XOXO, how are you? I traveled from London, Canada last night, Mickey. My wife said that's enough, you're out of here, and she sent me to London, London, England. No, just teasing. Literally, she was tired of seeing the kitchen and living room, and so she said it had to change. So we're in have backdrop of London, and a backdrop tomorrow will be of either Tahiti, Fiji, or Caribbean island. I don't actually know where the backdrop. It just looks like a tropical island, and you know, that's what you'll see tomorrow, hopefully. Let's see. Steve Believe Hit of the day. Nice Monday here. Pretty warm, 15 degrees Celsius. Looks like spring again. It does here too, Steve. It's absolutely beautiful. I'm so happy that you know what? I think later in the month we're supposed to go down to cooler weather like last week. But for now, you know what? 3 more weeks really? 3.5 weeks of February. Then usually spring's here by March, so only a couple weeks really left of this. Let's see here. Lizzie Kazoo, how are you? Hi, late to the party. Oh, you're never late, Lily. Never late. It's great to have you here. Thank you very much. Everybody say hi to Lily. Williams, I view Pippa says laugh out loud. That's okay, Jeff. We just had told me my live stream earlier just stopped. You know what? It's weird, Pippa. Sometimes you don't know. For me, I don't know sometimes. If I get really behind, sometimes it can be 3 or 4 minutes. And one time I streamed for about 4 minutes. Didn't even know I was offline. And I thought, you know, it's weird. I haven't seen anybody commenting. Then I looked. The stream was off. The modem lights were off. I got dropped off. But you know what? It can happen, I guess. Let's see here. Let's see. Mrs. Green Thumb, London, love it. Yeah, Mrs. Green Thumb, my wife just didn't want me streaming in the kitchen anymore, so we had to change it up. Worm's Eye View Pippa says, weather seems to be moving up here at last. Meant to be 10 degrees Celsius on Thursday. Oh, that sounds good. I think it's about 6 or 7 here right now, Pippa, but you know what, overnight it could drop down again, but who cares? It's beautiful right now. Yes, Drew's food reviews, Idiots World Tour. Can you imagine? Yeah. And tomorrow I'm in Japan. The next day I'll be visiting Australia. Keg, I'm coming to see you, buddy. Keg's like, I'll have the troops at the border waiting to make sure you don't get in there. Diana SF NG says we are -5 Celsius here. Syntax Al, just making some dinner. Haven't eaten yet, and it's nearly 8. Syntax Al, if it's 8, are you over? Syntax Al, would you happen to be over in the UK or overseas? It's just about 3 o'clock here, so I figure you're about 5 hours difference. So I know a lot of the friends over in the UK are about 5 hours ahead. So I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly, but I'm just wondering if that's where you are, like over that way. Lily Gazoo says, I'm doing a curtsy. Lily, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I said it right for you, Keg. Yes, Keg says the pizza. Oh my gosh, the pizza, Keg. Oh, I love me pizza. Usually that's what we end up having on a Friday or Saturday night. Oh, Razzle says it's 3 degrees in Paris with rain. You are. Okay, sounds good. Good. You're in the UK. That's what I thought. And I mean, like I said, it's none of my business. I don't mean to pry. It's just when you said it was close to 8, I figure 5 hours. I would just assume. I was assuming, that's all. But it's great. A bunch of great people here. Syntax L from the UK. Desmond Donders. Worm's Eye View. A young fella named Mini Cooper Trooper. He was here earlier, but he had to go. He's a younger fella. So, but he's from the UK as well. It's great to have everybody here. It is. Oh, Mrs. Green Thumb, it's called Colonel Sanders. That's what it's called. It's a long story, but it's called KFC. That the program's called KFC. My wife will appreciate the KFC reference. It's called KFC, Mrs. Green Thumb. I will explain it on another day, I promise. Pauline Newman. Hi, how are you, Pauline? It's great to see you. Thank you for coming. My wife had enough. We were streaming from the kitchen living room last night, and she said, enough's enough. No more kitchen living room views. She says on Sundays when we do our live together, we can do it from the kitchen here. But the rest of the week, she says, you have to have something else. I don't want people seeing the kitchen all the time anymore. So we have a picture of London behind us. Tomorrow there'll be a picture of one of the tropical islands. And every day it'll switch. It'll either be London or a tropical island. But it's just something different so people don't have to look at the kitchen all the time. That's all. Let's see. Raphael Scrapper says, don't know about you guys, but I've seen a lot of snowdrop flowers at me. Big Cake. Make sure you have all your shots before you come, Jeff. Yes, Cake. You know what? That's the one thing I remember about when you fly into Australia. Only place I've ever been, Cake, when you get there, they delouse you. I'm just joking. But literally, before you get off the plane, they won't open the doors in Australia till they actually walk down the aisles. They walk down, they've got these spray cans, and they walk down, they go down with the cans, and then they come back with the cans. And once everything's there for a couple minutes, they open the doors, and everybody's like, but then they let you out. But no, I do remember that, Keg. I do remember that. I imagine it's just they don't want anything coming into the country, which makes sense completely. And Keg says, that's you, Drongo. Anyways, let's see. Oh yes, Worm's Eye View. So do I. You know what? It was. I mean, I live in London, Canada, London, Ontario, Canada. It's not the same place. I know that, but you know what? It was just something different. And when we saw the photo, my wife's like, "This is fantastic. This would look great." And I said, "Yeah, I would." So we have this, and we have a tropical island. It is what it is for the time being. But yeah, we like it too. It's kind of nice. 2 TVs in our life. How are you? It's great to see you. Okay, can we green screen your face, Jeff? Yeah, you see that idiot of the day? Watch, Keg. I don't know if it'll work, but give me a second, Keg. Give me a second. Logo. That's for you, Keg. How's that? Is that better? Let me just lock that. There we are. Yeah, it's for you, Keg. I thought you'd get a good laugh if I put the logo over my face. Oh, Desmond's Donders. Dave said Tropical Island. I know. I feel like Keg, a giant Jeff face. Yes, Worm's Eye View. Yes, Pippa. PMDB Entertainment. Hey, Paul, how are you? How do you like our different backdrop today? It's a little different. My wife told me I had to leave Canada, and I still came over to the UK, my friend. It's good to see you, Paul. No, we're still at home in the kitchen. We just put a different backdrop. That's all. And oh, good, Paul. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I hope you're doing well. Willie Parker, you need to smile in your thumbnail for your videos because you look mad in your thumbnail. Willie, literally, you know what? Unfortunately, the thumbnails, I don't usually show my face, but the couple that I did in the last couple days, literally, no, I'm not mad at all. It's literally the shot happens quick, and I don't have time to switch the thumbnail up. That's all. But yeah, I'm not mad at all. Just my goofy face sometimes, that's all. But we don't usually show my face in the thumbnail anyways, but not mad at all, Willie. Let's see. Diana says, not me, Desmond. I like this London look background. Yeah, I like it too, Diana. And like I said, we're thinking a few others. We're looking online also to see what different ones you can get. There are different ones, but this is what we have for now. Oh, it does. Worm's Eye View. It does look good. It's my wife says it's KFC secret. It's not. It's just it's a long story, but it's a different backdrop. That's all. Let's see. Big Cake says, yep, better. Yep, maybe that's what I need. You ever see the ones where you can put like a mask on, Cake? That's what I need. I need one of those as a mask on my face. I just walk around and it'd be like, it almost looks like Kermit the Frog, doesn't it? But it's supposed to be made with the glasses. Let's see. Raffle Scrapper. Jeff, next time jump in your jet and stop by DK, sir. Raphael, is that Denmark or Denmark, sir? So we can grab a cold one. Oh my gosh. Raphael, are you in Denmark or are you in Netherlands? I thought you were in Netherlands, Raphael. But DK, I would think that's Denmark, unless it's Denmark or the Netherlands. But let me know, Raphael. I would love one. Raphael, I'll show you something. We watched the Super Bowl, and when we had the Super Bowl, I was able to have one of these last night. Oh my gosh. I know that's not over there, but anyways, you know what I do like? I like me Grolsch. That's a beer I love. Anybody like Grolsch beer? I love Grolsch beer. Yes, my jet, Raphael. If I only had a jet, that would be fantastic. I could never even imagine that. I tell my wife if we had a jet, we certainly wouldn't be living here. I'm kidding, but no, we wouldn't. Willie says, "Did you see my last comment, Willie? You said thank you, and something saying hello to Mickey. I saw those comments, Willie. Yes, KFC, Joe, KFC. The Colonel's recipe. Oh my gosh, Eric would get a laugh from that, wouldn't he, Joe? Eric would get a laugh. Our good friend Eric. If you know who Eric is, Eric's a guitarist. He has a channel called EVH Gear and TV. I went to high school with him, and I was good friends with him over 30-some years. And that, but yeah, he always says the KFC secrets. He's that's a long story, but let's see. Oh, thanks, Keg. I appreciate that. I do appreciate it. Raphael, you're in Denmark. Okay. Yes. Raphael, You know, when I was in high school, we had an exchange student live with us. He lived. He was born in Denmark, but he lived all his life. When he was 3 or 4, they moved to Sweden. He lived in a place in Sweden called Östersund. I think he lives. I think he lives just outside of Gothenburg now in Sweden. But he'd been in Denmark. He was an engineer, and that had a engineering company, and then was in Denmark with his wife for a while, and then they moved back to Sweden, and I think they live in Gothenburg in Sweden now. They've been there, gosh, I think 15, 20 years now, but I haven't seen him in years. My brother went back in 2001 to Europe for a good 6 months, and while he was there, he went to Sweden, and it had been years since we saw him, and he spent 2 weeks at Christmas with him and his family, and they had a great time. Always meaning to get to Scandinavia, my friend. I've never been, but it's some place I would love to go. Let's see, I'm in Denmark. Rosal says, "Bye, Jeff Jojo. It's kitchen time." Yes, Rosal. Yes, it is what it is. Lily says, "I love beer." So do I, Lily. I do. I try not to drink it except on the weekends. Just a Friday, Saturday night. My wife, she's not a drinker, and she definitely doesn't want me during the week. So usually just on a Friday, Saturday evening. Desmond's Daughters, now you're talking, Jeff. I like girlish German beer. It's great. So do I. I like Belgian beer. I like the sweet, what is it? Dubel or something. There's a couple different Belgian beers I like, but I love me a sweet Belgian beer. I like Grolsch. I like some South African beers. I could talk. There's what we should have, a beer day. We could sit and talk about beer all day. I like Heineken. Oh, I love Heineken, but I love Guinness. I like Kilkenny. Oh my gosh, do I like Kilkenny? I like Tennent's. Oh yes, I'm not a big fan of our Canadian beer. It's not my cup of tea. I've drank it all my life, so I wish that I could have anything. But there's some great craft beers here. But you know what? We live in London, which is home of Labatt's. But I like Molson's. I love Molson's more than Labatt's. But it is what it is. Let's see. What do we have? Heineken's not from Denmark. We used Tuborg, yes. Carlsberg, yes. Raphael, oh my gosh, yes. Pusa Studios, oh my gosh, Pusa Studios, cheers. How are you? Can I only stay for a few minutes, but awesome to catch your stream. Feels like forever since I was here. Pusa Studios, thank you so much. Everybody say hi to Pusa Studios. We switched it up. My wife didn't like the kitchen, so she told me I had to have a different backdrop. So we switched it up for today. That's all it is. Every day is going to be switched up between London and Tropical Island. But thank you so much, Pusa Studios, for coming. I really appreciate it. I realize you can only be here for a minute, but thank you so much. Really appreciate it. If you know Pusa Studios, great. If you don't, check their channel out. A great, humongous station. Please check them out. Pusa, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I really do. Awesome Epidemic Adventures. Hi, how are you? It's great to see you. Welcome. Thank you very much. Kill Skills, thank you very much. Great to see everybody. Thank you very much. Dromar family, how are you? I see George's hair starting to grow back in. Hello, stopping by to show some love. Dromar family, thank you very much. You know what? I have to catch that. You said I saw a video was put up. I think it was yesterday on reaction to the new Hobbs and Shaw movie. I love those two characters. I like Dwayne Johnson and Jason Statham. So I can't wait to. I think they said it wasn't coming out till August, but I can't wait for it. You know, I didn't know what I was going to think when it was coming, but it looks fantastic. It looks fantastic, everybody. Great to see it all be here. Yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate each and every one of you for coming. I really do. Hope everybody's having a good Monday afternoon. It's, let's see, what do we see about Baza? Something, Keg said something about Baza, and it went through on the stream quickly, Big Keg, so I'm sorry. Some Epidemic Adventures. Let's see here. Yes, Pusa Studios, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I know you're busy, but thank you so much for dropping in. I really appreciate that. Thank you again. Let's see. Arthur Moorhead, hey, how are you? It's nice to see you. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. You know what? Like I always say, if there's somebody new that you haven't met before, if you check their channel, if you're going to watch, if you like what they do, check them out. Leave them a message. I mean, if you're going to watch it, leave them a message. Because sometimes people are like, somebody added my channel, but I have no idea who did it. And, you know, sometimes it would be great to know. So if you leave a message, that way they can come over, check your channel. Because you don't know. You know, you might be coming across your next new favorite channel. Love the backdrop. Thanks, Pusa Studios. Thank you so much. Oh, no worries. I always say hello to everybody, Pusa. I don't know if it's Andrew or Xenia. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming. But yeah, my wife was tired of the kitchen backdrop. We had the kitchen and the living room. We live in a townhouse, and I had a GoPro live yesterday. I went live on my GoPro, and I love the look of it, but I happened to walk in the living room, and unfortunately, it showed a little bit of a mess. We have 2 kids, a teenager and an 11-year-old, and you know what, they had their stuff, and everything showed in the living room. My wife says, that's enough. She says, you have to have a different look, so that's what happened. I'm excited to see Hobbs and Shaw too. Paulie Newman, yes. I am so excited. As a man, I can clearly say, oh, Purchase Marie, how you doing? As a man, I can clearly say, I love Jason Statham. Since those Transporter movies, I've been glued to the movies with that fella ever since. And I mean, I loved Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels and Snatch. Those movies, you know, Guy Ritchie, can't get any better than that. So I love me some Jason Statham movies. And my wife's always joking, that's your man crush. It's not, but you know, I like the excitement. There's not too many big action stars anymore. You know, you don't have the Schwarzenegger, Stallones, Bruce Willis's, Jean-Claude Van Damme's anymore. So it's nice to see, you know, action living through those fellas, Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, the fellas from Fast and Furious. So I do love me some of those movies. Yes, it is great to see everybody here. It certainly is. It's been a great afternoon. Marie, do you see? Different backdrop. Joe said I couldn't show the kitchen and living room anymore. So at that point, she said, guess what? Different backdrop, so we were able to get London for today. Tomorrow it'll be a tropical island. It's just different backdrops, and you know what? It livens it up. On Sundays when we do the Jeff and JoJo show, it'll still be the kitchen, because that way my wife can be on screen with me. But for the time being, it just gives it a different look, that's all. But I really appreciate you for coming, everybody. I really do. Let's see here. Where are we? Sorry, everybody, I'm just running through the chat. My wife has always told me to quit reading everybody's material, otherwise I'll be here all day, and then I get lost in the chat. So it is yes, where are we here? As I say, where are we? My wife would say you're in the kitchen. No, okay, you can't see what's on the kitchen table anymore. My wife said enough's enough. If I literally took the backdrop of the chat out, you would see probably see the fridge. But my wife said, you know, this blanks everything out. You know, we can still have some of the goofiness and stuff, but without being able to use Stream Elements and Streamlabs. I'd love to use those. It just doesn't work on my computer. It's a little older, so I guess the CPU can't handle it. It bogs everything up. It takes like 4 or 5 minutes to process, to transition between things. So for me, I had to make it look as nice as possible, and this is why I've tried to liven it up this way. I can't have all the other features everybody else does, but I can put a few things, like get the chat there, and you know, put a couple things. So that's what I've tried to do, and it's not like everybody else's, but it's just something different, and it's a different view. That's all. Let's see. Yes, Purchase had me at Jason Statham. Yes, how can you not love the fella? You know what? It's funny to find out, you know, years ago, I thought he was a big, bulky guy. I mean, he's a big, muscular fella, but I didn't know how. I don't want to say short. I mean, I'm not a tall fella. He might be a slightly taller than I am, but I was expecting. I thought he was a big, tall fella. It's, I guess, the way the camera angle films him, but. Yeah, I like those movies. There's some great action. I like The Meg. I like those. I love those mechanic movies. Those are some of my favorite. And Joe knows I watch those movies all the time. She's like, "Have you not seen that enough now?" Yes, 2 ATVs in our life. If the wife's not happy, you're not happy. Exactly. Happy wife, happy life. That's exactly what it is. I know it's a cliche, but it's so true. You know what? It's so true. We do get our walking orders sometimes, but sometimes that's for the best. Where would we be without our significant other, right? I sure wouldn't want to be by myself, so I'm very happy that I have my better half. She's more than my better half, but that's what I like to call her. Let's see. I appreciate everybody. I really do. It's so great to see everybody. I know it's Monday, and you know, you have things going on, and But you know what? I really appreciate you for coming. I really do. So Sunday show is how, yes, Sundays will still be the Jeff and JoJo. Should really be the JoJo show. That really has nothing to do with me. She's the one that, you know what, everybody wants to see anyways. But, you know, you get my ugly mug. I'm stealing your line. Bob, I'm stealing your line. But you get my ugly, goofy face on Monday to Friday. And then you get my better half on the weekends and stuff. Let's see. Yes, JoJo is my better half. JoJo is definitely my better half. Sorry, the chat went quickly, and I'm missing stuff because I don't have my pop-out. I'm literally, I found having the chat on the side, I like it because the pop-out chat, I sometimes get a little mixed up with that. BK42, how you doing, buddy? It's so nice to see everybody. I mean, I got BK42, I got Pusa Studios. I've got a great bunch of people here. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really do. Oh my gosh! I haven't... Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you, Martin. I can make that. Hi, Jeff. Bruce Willis has done a remake of Death Wish. Yes, Martin. That is one of my favorites of the last couple of years. Sky Pilot, how you doing, buddy? Yes, Death Wish. I've watched it about 3 times since I put it... We have an external hard drive. I kept that movie just because I absolutely love that. It is good, isn't it? It really is. It's one of his better ones that he's done in almost 15, 20 years. I love the guy, but... he hasn't had a great choice in the last so many years, but that one is fantastic. It really is, really is. And you know, I could talk about 2 things. I could talk about the music and movies, but you know, I'd bore everybody to death with it. So, but and Keg knows that. I think Marie and Keg both know. If you get me talking about music or movies, I'm done. That's the end of the show right there, right, Marie? All right. It's so good to see everybody. It is. Purchase, hey, the other day, you may need to slow the chat down. Like, well, Marie, I don't actually have the pop-out chat going. All I have is the chat going actually on the OBS right now. I probably should open up the other chat, the pop-out chat. I didn't close it, but I just minimized it for the time being. But it is going. I'll have to figure out. I'm not an expert on that, Marie, so I will have to figure that out. I will figure it out for another time for sure. Let's see. Martin, I just want to ask you, how you doing, buddy? Are your visitors, are Marie and you, are your visitors, are they still with you, or they went home? And, oh yes, I'm to ask you, do you have the bunk beds? Keg's saying that I need a place to stay, and he's saying that the bunk beds, he hopes that they're ready. I don't think Keg is in need of one, not as much as I am maybe, but just teasing. But no, Keg was making a joke about the bunk beds, my friend. How do you get chat on the screen? Never done it myself. Well, Syntax L, there's a gentleman. If you're looking at, I mean, to get at the color that I did, I had to look up that. But a gentleman named Fireman CV. I tell you, everything I've done with my OBS is through Fireman CV. I've been saying that now for about a month since I started this. Fireman CV. Joe, if you're there, if you could drop Fireman CV's link in. He's a super nice fella, and I hope he is doing well. I know, you know, a few things for him recently, but I hope he is doing well. But Fireman CV's been a great gentleman, a great friend here. He actually has helped me get things organized with this, and I went through his tutorials. The great thing about his tutorials, they're not long drawn out like 50... They're not like an hour and a half ones where you have to go through them, and that by the end it's like, what did they just say to me? They're not simplified, but they're put down into pretty simplified enough for someone like myself. I am a little bit technical, but not as much as I may have been years ago. But he draws it out each step by step. And so if you know how to do this, you can skip that. You can go right to this next video. But like I said, it's not like a huge setup. It is kind of very minimal. But I went through his, and he's walked me through a few things online too. So I definitely have to say Fireman CV in that. If you're looking for that, definitely look up Fireman CV. Judy Turner, how are you? It's hard to live with, but impossible to live without beloved women's. Hard to take 100%. Yes. Well, Raphael, you know what? They're our better half. They are. I'm traveling doctor. A motorcycle live stream. Oh, I'll have to take a look at that. I missed that completely. Diamond H Farmhouse Swank. It's so good to see a summer house is always available. Martin, I may have to take you up on that offer, my friend. I'm just kidding. No, Joe's pretty decent. I should not never complain about my wife. She's a good woman, but you know, sometimes us fellas do goofy things that we shouldn't, and you know. But no, all is good. Joe's fine. Moose Scrapper, how you doing, buddy? Fancy, yeah, fancy background. All it is Joe was tired of seeing the kitchen. She says get rid of it, and it has to be done. Otherwise, your channel's done. So that's what happened. That's exactly what happened. It's great to have everybody here, and you know what, I think I'll have to take up with Marie saying that I will have to figure out the slow chat. I know how to set a few things up, but I've never done slowing the chat down previously. But I'll look that up. Maybe actually I'll look that up later this evening. That once the kids get settled in. Yes. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. Syntax L says, how's your Valentine's Day video going? Dromar family, did you get any more clips? You know, I don't know about that one, Syntax L. I'm going to have to check out Dromar family to check out this, what you're talking about, the Valentine's Day video. I'd definitely check that out. Let's see. Yes, Arthur Moorhead, Fireman CV, is a great channel. Great gentleman, real true. I really get along with. I like everybody. I was able to sit down with Fireman CV over Google Hangouts a few times, and you know what, I get a few things organized. So yeah, no, Fireman CV is a great gentleman. He really is a great channel, and I can't say enough about him. Pritchard Marie says, our life start again on Thursday. I bet you've had a blast, only Marie. I bet you've both had a blast. Let's see. Judy Turner, I'm good. I hope you're having a good one. I'm not trying to skip over. I'm trying to read. Sometimes there are people just talking back and forth, so I, like my wife always says, skip over it. Try to get into just conversation instead of reading people's chat here. Punching above your weight, mate. Martin. Oh my gosh. Sky Pilot, VIC-20, Commodore 64s. Oh my gosh, I love it. I haven't heard those terms in years. Sky Pilot, VIC-20. How many people will have heard of, other than a certain age bracket, Sky Pilot? Yes. Oh, Mickey, I realize, you know what, you're at work and that. I always understand you're at work, so I do understand that. 2 ATVs, and my wife gets out the cast iron frying pan when she gets mad. Well, my wife hasn't gone to that extent, and she's a great woman, but you know, I know when her blood's boiling, and you know, I need to straighten up. So I do know when I need to straighten up to ATVs. Yes. Oh my gosh, Karen Summers, how you doing? It's great to see you. We're in London. We left London, London, Canada, Karen. And I flew overnight, as Raphael Scrapper says, in my personal jet, and I'm now in London, UK. It's just a joke. Literally, Joe said enough of the kitchen views, so we had to put something different. Today we have London, UK. Tomorrow we'll probably have a tropical island setting. Just a different outlay, that's all. Just something to spice it up so everybody doesn't have to take a look at the kitchen anymore. That's all it is. Nothing more. Nothing more than that. Let's see. Thanks very much, Desmond's Donders. I hope you're able to get Desmond's cleared up soon, my friend. I hope you are, Dave. I really do. And Dave, Joe says, I keep saying, I told you a week ago we're going to do it, but Joe says we will do the Scottish pronunciation challenge. I mean, I don't think we could do it as good as Keg or Pippa, but we're going to try our hand at your Scottish pronunciation challenge. We definitely are. Yes. All my kitties, oh my gosh, all my kitties, welcome. It's very nice to have you here. Thank you very much for coming. I really do appreciate it. I really do. Sky Pilot, I still have my working VIC-20 bet. You remember Rat Race? Oh my gosh, do you remember Pong, Sky Pilot? My gosh, VIC-20. I remember the early 80s VIC-20s, and what was it? Apple Pet Commodores, I think they were in high school. That's what we used. They called it data processing back in the early 80s in high school. The computer classes were called data processing, and you had to, everything had to be RAM, REM, and you had to write pages and pages of formula of code to just get like a goofy thing to populate on your screen. And if you wanted just something to do something on your screen, you had to write this much code or something. It was crazy. Oh, Pusa Studios, thank you very much. I know you're busy in that, so I much appreciate you coming. I really do. It's you know, I try my best at it. Sometimes I have good days, sometimes I have bad days, but my best days, you know, are just talking to everybody. I really, that's what I am. That's how I am, I guess. Most of our lives are like this, kind of goofy chats, and then our videos are usually done with our families on the weekends. Recently, since Christmas, we've only been able to get a couple put out. But usually, when we go out for an outing on the weekends, that's usually when we take the camera out and shoot it all together. It's fun for the whole family, and everybody likes putting it all together. Even my daughter, who's 15 going on 25, a lot of times, the kids don't want to be part of anything anymore, but they love being part of this. So that's why I like this. It's been a lot of fun. It certainly has. It's been a great time, and I have been able to meet a lot of wonderful people. I get to talk to people, get to find out things that I never knew I had a lot of interest in. Like, I didn't realize I loved drones. I don't know much about them, but the drone footage, I cannot say enough about them. I can't. SkyPilot, ever since day one, since I started this back probably in August. I started this in August, and once I met a few people, everything's grown from there. So it's been a great few months, and I have had a blast. I want to keep going at it, but I'm having a good time. Syntax, even though I'm in the UK, great with Scottish pronunciation, but might give you a challenge to go. Yes, Desmond Donders got that Scottish pronunciation challenge, and it looks like a difficult one. Big Keg Jeff or Joe, will you get an email from me soon with your music? Joe can edit it to suit. Okay, yes, Keg, I will. Do you have my email, Keg? If you don't, I'll message you later, Keg. I will message you later. Valkyr TV, hello. Yes, hey, Skit, Idiot of the Day, get a Scottish background, keep me and Desmond Donders happy. Actually, Purchase, I do. My mom's side was half, I think, Scottish and half German or something like that. Something like that, I don't know. But my dad's side was all Irish, so I do have Scottish and Irish. One half Irish and a quarter, I guess, Scottish, German. I guess, I don't know. Something to that effect, but it is what it is. Pusa Studios Idiot of the Day, or get game books with the games for my Commodore 64 type. Play 30 minutes, then lose it when you shut it off. Oh gosh, oh my gosh, Commodore 64. It's so funny. When I was a kid, I always wanted the Atari. We moved from Toronto to a small town, about 5,000 people, and I was 12 years old. We were able to work in the farm, so I was able to save money then. And I think my first thing that I bought at the time, they called them Ghetto Blasters, the big radios. I bought that, and then the next summer I saved up. I wanted an Atari, but I think my mom and dad, that's just not too long after ColecoVision came out, and I wanted the Atari. But my dad kept saying, well, these ColecoVisions, they're coming out with these, I think it was called Atom at the time. They were going to put computers with them. You could attach a computer system. So he's like, that's what you have to do now. It never panned out, but I only had the ColecoVision. I always wanted the other ones. But have you ever seen the retro ones where you can go online and play? I think Atari even has a system where you can get all the games installed, or all the old retro games. I would have loved to see that. My brother lives in Illinois, and he was telling me for a certain price you can get almost every Atari game ever made. SkyPilot, you're doing a great job. Thanks, SkyPilot. Much appreciated. Like I said, you know what? I wish I had something specific each day. Sometimes I can ramble, as Kate could tell you that specifically, or Marie could definitely tell you that. But you know, I love talking to people. Be right back. Gotta load up. Okay, no worries, SkyPilot. And actually, you know what, SkyPilot, no worries, because in about a minute or two I have to go. Because I always let everybody know, 3:25 or so. In the next minute or two, I have to load up, get everything signed off myself. My son finishes school at 3:35. Gives me 10 minutes to get everything shut down, get down to pick his butt up at school. So I'm just going to run through the chat here quickly and say bye to everybody. Let's see here. Raphael says, Jeff, half a bottle of scotch will do the job for pronunciation. Exactly, Raphael. Oh my gosh. That'll work. It will, Keg. Renee Guitar Suite. Hey, buddy. How are you? It's good to see you. Yes, have a good one. Dromar Family, Muscle Car, Appraisal, Commodore 64, Dangerous Criminals. Yes, and you smashed it. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I guess I'm going to have to run out to everybody. I do want to say thank you so much to absolutely every single person, every channel that came through today. Not that I want to go. I could sit here and talk for half an hour or two longer, but unfortunately I do have to wrap things up. Just because I have to pick our son up at school, and usually Desmond Donders is saying, Jeff, it's time to get your butt out of here. But everybody, each and every one of you, you made my day, as you always do. I want to thank you so much for coming. It was a great afternoon. I really had a blast with everybody. It's great to see everybody. I hope you have a fantastic day. It's Monday, right? How much better can it be? You're now 4 days closer to the weekend. And you know what? Once you get this goofy day over, you know what? It's As one guy I used to work with said, it's gravy from here. Anyways, it is what it is. I thank you all for coming. It was so much fun today, everybody. Thank you again, everybody. What can I say? I want to say thanks to everybody, okay? Have a good night, and I bid you adieu. Thanks, everybody. Much appreciated. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.